Hello everybody and welcome back to Vintage Survival. It's now April, so we're definitely passing through these months, and because we have put in several different crops, we're going to have a nice stagger when it comes to harvesting them. So we do actually have quite a lot of alfalfa, which I'm hoping is going to be extremely handy when it comes to feeding the cows. This is our rye field, which quite clearly needs to be sprayed with some herbicide, so we'll get that done in just a second. It won't take too long at all. Our sprayer is not the largest physically, but it's got a fairly decent working width. Here is our alfalfa, which I think just looks like a lovely crop. I do like the look of it a great deal. Yes, now we'll hopefully be ready to cut in just an episode or two. As for this field, this is ready. This field of alfalfa only took, was it 2 episodes? I think so. Which means we can get this done, we can get it put into the pit, and we can start producing silage, which is really crucial for these cows, because they've probably run out. Have they run out? Let's just have a quick look. Ah, they have, they've run out. So, we don't necessarily need to buy any hay today, because what we could do is cut all this today, and give this just straight to them as a raw product of hay instead of TMR. Because we can't give them silage straight away anyway, because the alfalfa is going to take a while to ferment. And yeah, the other fields, they're just growing in the background, but we are trying to save up for field number 17. We have been doing for quite some time. Yes, this one needs to be sprayed as well, because it's also a rye field. But yeah, still trying to get those discounts added up so we can buy 17 with a nice, what's it going to be, 25-30% discount? It's going to be good. Anyway, we do have a lot of mowing to do. If only we could afford a mower as well, a bigger one, that would be wonderful. But yeah, we'll just do the, actually, I don't even know why I'm attaching, trying to attach this tractor to a sprayer, because this is our spraying tractor, although we do have liquid fertilizer on board, and that is not what we want. Right in the middle of the track. That's liquid fertilizer, but we do have 3 partial pallets, or maybe 4 actually, partial pallets of herbicide. Yeah, these IBCs are definitely not very full. It's also a small sprayer. And that's why we have so many, because every time I swap between liquid fertilizer and herbicide, it creates a new IBC. But we'll get them consumed. Shouldn't take us too long to do that. Right, so this is something which I just want to get done. It's something that we do in most episodes, just to boost the yield of our crops, keep them healthy. The main jobs of today are certainly going to be silage production and hay production. And I don't know, maybe we can do a contract and get another 5% discount. Just depends really if the person who owns that field has got any other contracts which are suitable for us, because I'm not really targeting anything really big. Don't really want to do seeding contracts or ploughing ideally, because ploughing is slow. We've only got a small plough. I would do cultivating, fertilizing and harvesting, although again harvesting can be troublesome because we only have a very small combine. But yeah, if there's a small field we could do that, but obviously we're not going to be doing harvesting in April. If we're still trying to get discounts in the summertime, that's what we could do. Right, I will see you in just a minute. Only £1,200. I was wondering, it probably wouldn't work because it's not really set up that way, the mower, but I was wondering if I could get away with putting it on the front as well, and then having a double mower setup, a really, really cheap mower setup. I guess if it works in reverse, that is my answer, because that would be like having it on the front. It does work in reverse, so we're going to have to put it on the other tractor, because this one doesn't have the front linkage. But I reckon, well, I don't know, I would like to think that we could get away with putting one on the front as well, and essentially doubling our working width, but there is always that risk as well of having a strip down the middle. In fact, we probably would get a strip down the middle, but it's only £1,200, and I'm quite happy to spend that for an experiment. And well, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. There's no sort of sympathy, because I'm doing it at my own risk. But as it is not very much money really in comparison to much larger mowers, or even just slightly bigger mowers, I think it is worth it. It's worth giving it a go. And even if it does leave a strip, it doesn't really matter, because I could just go around that strip again, which would still be faster than using a single mower. I think it's not really going to have much of a benefit in the grass field, because it's a very, very small field and there'll be a lot of turning involved, but with the big longer fields like the alfalfa, that should, I would hope, have some kind of benefit. So we will see. Yes, I didn't want to be spending more money, but it does seem to be something worthwhile. It's not just like a random thing which I didn't even consider buying. I've always been wanting to get a bigger mower. I should probably stop you now before I start configuring things. 1 second. Right, okay, we will try that again. So, or maybe it would make more sense, because it looks much more natural without the cover, if you know what I mean. Because when it's like this, you can see it's sort of directional, front and back. But when it's like that, it isn't actually directional at all. So, yeah, we'll go with that idea. Where on earth does the green come from? Oh, the cover, of course. I was just looking at the colour and not reading what it was for. It's a shame you can't go for green body. That would be nice. Right, number of knives. Well, it's not actually going to have any kind of different benefit in the game, but 6 would be nice, but we'll go for 3. And yeah, the V-belt cover. Yeah, you would want a belt cover, but the thing is, the blades aren't covered. So, I think we'll go as cheap as possible here. Yes, health and safety does not exist on this farm. But we are actually before that period anyway, when there was a lot more attention towards safety. I am intrigued to see how this works. I'm staying hopeful. Yeah. I'm saying that because I'm pretty confident that it's just going to leave a strip down the middle. Oh, that's funny. I actually went for the green cover before. Obviously, I like green covers. Right, off we go. Yeah. Because it's offset, it's obvious it's going to do that. It would need to be in the middle at the front. So you tell me, is there a benefit in doing this? It is definitely cutting double the amount that we would have been doing. Would it make it messier? Yes, it would. Yeah, I think it does make it messier. Much more risk of missing bits as well, I guess, unless I can find a knack to this. If I just, like I said, this is a really bad field for demonstrating it on. I think the alfalfa field would be a much better test, but if I keep just covering bits which I haven't got with the front mower, then hopefully the rear mower will always go and cover a piece that hasn't been cut as well. So we'll see how well this works, and I might move on to the alfalfa field as well in the next time lapse, so we'll see how it goes. I'm genuinely impressed. Except for that little piece there which I just missed. I have been able to do this perfectly, as you've seen. Go down and then back up, and it covers all the ground without missing anything. And now they start missing bits. Yeah, it is. It's a good system. I'm going to stick with it for the time being. Obviously, when we have the money to go for something bigger, we will do. But no, pleasantly surprised. I think it's good. And yeah, please don't go for the cover, because it would look a bit weird. It would look like we're just running a rear mower backwards, which I know we are, but yeah, it would look weird. That's cut grass on the inside there. Seems to have chosen... No, sorry, that's cut grass there. Oh, it's alternating between the two. Right. It did that when I cut it last time, I don't know why. Even though it's cutting more alfalfa than grass, it still chose grass as the dominant crop. Right, it's done the same thing on the left hand side, but I think I was actually over the line there. Yeah, so now, back up on the left side. Should cover all the ground, hopefully. Look at that. So yes, the priority is going to be the grass field, because we need to feed the cows. And then after that we can road this up, pick it up with the loading wagon, hopefully get it into the pit, and we'll ferment it and all that good stuff. We'll sheet it and compact it. Well, compact it and then sheet it. Yeah, probably not a good idea to put the sheet on first. That should do it. Finished. Okay, yeah, so it is now time to get cracking with the windrower, but I do think the smaller tractor is going to be more suitable. Good grief, I can't seem to get my patterns right with I want to switch that one off, which is still going crazy. I want to fold it up. I can't turn it off, I don't know why. It's just not turning off. If I shut the engine off, that should stop it. Well, we'll leave it. Right. We don't really need the front loader for this, but I guess we might as well keep it attached because we're going to need it for moving bales. So anyway, the rake is down there, the teller is down there. We'll get them both used and we'll pop them back, and then we'll be on to, well, baling. I could do it loose actually. We could just get the loading wagon and transfer it loose, so maybe this time around that is the better idea, because they'll probably be able to take all of it. I don't think there's going to be enough to be able to store any. My goodness, my tether has been eaten by the ground. Gotta watch out around here. Should be signs saying hungry ground, caution. Yes, I won't bale it, I will just use the loading wagon. I don't think there's going to be very much. It's just too small of a field. We need more grassland. Decent tether. It looks tiny, but actually the working width is quite impressive. Small but mighty. About 6,500 litres. From a field of this size, it doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, it's almost a full loading wagon load from a tiny little square. So, yeah, definitely can't grumble. But that field does now need to regrow as quickly as possible so that we can get another cut. It really should be fertilised too. But at least the cows have got something to eat. Look at them all burst into life as the food is delivered. Wonderful. So, yep, they're munching. And we are now once again producing milk. I've just run over my milk tanker. I also just climbed the wall. It's a day of unusual events. And we'll just take this off here. Actually, no, we'll just leave this here. Because we need to do the raking in this field. So, yeah, it'd be very good to get some silage fermenting. There is a bit more grass actually, because we've got that. It is grass though, not hay. So, I don't know. I could incorporate it into the alfalfa. It should do that, but then... Nah, I'll leave it as it is. As soon as we own plot 17, which is that field just there, and this piece of grass between, we'll just be able to connect these fields together. We shouldn't get any of this grass on the outside, on that side at least. Yeah, it's not really merging properly. Not ideal. Sometimes when it's just a very small amount it will merge, but clearly there's just too much grass here. Now that merged, that was alright. But there is still grass in there, and what we don't want is for it to detect two different crop types early on, because it will actually empty the loading wagon and it will overwrite what's already in there. So I'll probably have to start filling from the middle. Okay, I think I got confused with FS19 and 22 again. This is the second time I've done this. Yes, the alfalfa on here has to be sold as alfalfa or as dried alfalfa. It can't be fermented. And I'm sure that when I mentioned this in the previous episode, which hasn't gone out at the time of recording this, a lot of people have said, oh no, you can't ferment it. Thank you everybody if you did say that. But yeah, unfortunately that video hasn't gone out, as I said, as I'm recording this video, so, oh crikey, how embarrassing. Well, it just means we're not going to get any silage. We can still sell it as a raw product. Yeah, we need way more grass. What we can do instead of alfalfa is we could do green rye, because green rye can be done as silage. Yeah, you can see it here. So no, I used to do clover, and yeah, I was sort of thinking, can clover be done as silage? And I tried it, and it couldn't be done as silage. And I haven't actually done alfalfa, have I? I haven't done it before. I've never actually tried it, so this was a bit of a risk. But I guess if I had looked at this and seen that clover's sold as dry products and alfalfa is sold as a dry product, it sort of does categorise them both as the same idea, the same type of crop. So yeah, well, now I know again, clover and alfalfa can't be done as silage. I'm so sure that I've done alfalfa silage before though in FS19. I'm sure I have. So no, this is actually really annoying because we're going to have to just go and sell it. It's £134 for 1,000 litres. That's not too bad. But no, it would have been worth so much more to us as silage instead of selling it. We don't want to sell it, but we're going to sell it, and that field is going. That field is going to be turned into either green rye or grass, because those are the two that can be done as silage. Right, so it's not all bad because we did get the hay, so the cows have got food at least. But no, I'm not going to be doing any more alfalfa or clover drilling. It's just not worth it for us. If you were doing it as a dry product, then yes, we would make more money. I could have tedded it, as it turns out. But no, we are just going to stick with those two which I mentioned. Oh yeah, the modern machines. We should be able to get rid of them. Yep. Let's get our priorities straight and sell the dealerships. Well, sell the sell points machinery first. Yeah, so we can hide that. There we go. It's too modern for this series, and that one is as well. Actually, it looks quite old, but it is too modern for the series. Too modern for the series. It will pain me to get rid of the lorry because it just looks so good, but maybe the trailer will stay. Good. That's fine. That looks good because that could go on a 1960, well, maybe not 60s, 70s tractor unit. It is triple axle. Maybe 80s, but that's fine because we're going up to the 90s here. Okay, so yes, we'll make a bit of money. It's not all bad. At least we do get paid for it. It's not worth much, though. I don't know, maybe when we buy 17, we'll just turn that whole area with 16 into green rye. That would be quite a good thing to do. Still a nice bit to get. It's going to be almost 2 full loads. And yeah, I think if we had left it, it would have flowered and then it would have been even higher yield. But yeah, it just we actually want to get this field turned around and we want to get a different crop into here. I've got 2 fields of alfalfa. That kind of is disappointing now. Right, just a piece here, and then we'll get that sold. 82%. Oh, this is much better without the modern machines. I'll have to do it everywhere we go. There's actually a more modern car over there too. Right, well, at the end of it all, it's not too bad because we have made a few £1,000s there. Well, maybe £3,000 at a push. But yeah, again, it was only a small field. So, we're now in a position where we can try and decide what we want to do next. How much milk do the cows have? 2,100 litres. Okay, not too much. So if we go into contracts, we don't want baling. No, there's no harvesting. Ploughing, sowing. Yeah, get rid of all them. So, yeah, field number 17 is one I'm targeting, but we don't have to do the work in 17. It just has to be for... Where is he? There he is. Has to be for him. So fertilising field number 2. That's one of his jobs. Fertilising in 153. Yeah, I don't think either of them are suitable. One is miles away and one is too big. The alfalfa, which we still have, will be ready next time. We'll probably leave it 2 episodes though, so it establishes a bit more. And I will do it as dried alfalfa, so we can make more money from it. Yeah, and I don't think there's anything else except for fertilising to do in April. But we do have some fields that need to be fertilised, so I will get that done. Just park this here. Alright, so yeah, this tractor is ready to go. We do have fertiliser still. Actually, another thing which we should do, because it is now April, is to put more water into the orchard. Because we can make some pretty serious money there. In fact, it should be that helps us get to our goal of buying plot 17. Kind of getting bored of saying, actually. It's been so long coming. Usually when I say, oh, we should buy a field, we're normally there within an episode or 2, but this just keeps on going. Right, well, I've done that field over there, haven't I? Yeah, we'll do this field over here first. I know, it's my sneaky way through. It's very sneaky. But this field hasn't been done. 174 hasn't been done, and 20 has been done. What about 99? No, that has not been done either. So we've got 3 fields that need to be sprayed. Which really shouldn't take too long. But we may have to buy some more fertiliser. Alright, we're on our way. It's quite fast. yep, that is indeed working. Just getting the final few bits. This is of course our lovely grass field, so it'll be ready to cut very, very soon. So this will have to be what we use for silage, I guess. That wasn't the plan initially. I think I was going to do this as hay, because we could bale it and then put it onto a trailer in one go. If it's going to be done with a loading wagon, it's going to be several loads, and it's a long way to drive. But we've got to do what we've got to do, and this year it's going to have to be for silage. But there we go. We've got quite a bit sorted. We're going to move on to May next time. In fact, maybe we might move on beyond May, hopefully. But we'll definitely cut the alfalfa, and we'll do that as dried alfalfa, and then we'll sell that. The price for alfalfa is 134 and dry 167. So definitely an increase. I would say it's worth just doing a little bit of tedding. It only takes a few minutes. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.